Hi there, I'm Ishbia, President and CEO of UWM, and this is 3 points. First point, the CFPB's funding structure confirmed. So in a 7-2 opinion, the Supreme Court reversed the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals ruling about the CFPB. Basically, the funding structure was, inappropriate. They couldn't do it that way. Basically, a lot of people are thinking, the CFPB is going to be disbanded. That's not happening, and the Supreme Court confirmed it. So first off, this is good. This is good. The CFPB has done great things for our industry. People want to say, the regulation has actually helped. It's helped mortgage brokers because it's helped consumers. Better for consumers is better for mortgage brokers and all of us that are watching this video. So the CFPB being there is a good thing. It stops people doing things the wrong way, helping consumers. And so the CFPB's funding structure being confirmed just makes it so you can know there's not going to be a massive change coming forward. The CFPB is here to stay. It's going to be here going forward, and it's going to continue to help the industry. Do they do everything perfect? Absolutely not. But they've done more good than bad. They've helped consumers, and when they help consumers, you know how it helps? Brokers and lenders like ourselves. So the CFPB is here to stay. They've done good things so far, and they'll continue to do good things for years to come. Second point, buyer's agent commission. So we talked about this before about the buyer's agent and what changes are going to happen and how it's going to change the whole industry, but it's really not going to. We talked about that, and we said how conventional, it's not considered an interested party contribution, so therefore you're good to go. It's going to be very similar. There's a couple changes. It's no longer hidden, right? So they can't hide it anymore. So it's going to be transparent, and they got to communicate what they're doing, and it's not automatic either. But the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs came out and released a circular that's now between now and June 12th that bridges the gap on the agency law that prohibits VA buyers for paying the real estate agent. Basically, VA came out and said, we're going to make it so it's fine. The buyer can do that. And hey, conventional's done it. And everything's going to be just fine. So everyone's so focused on all the things, and the world is changing, the sky's falling. The world's really not changing. The sky's not falling. The buyer's agents are going to be fine. How can you add value? How can you have knowledge to communicate with them about the VA changes and how conventional it works, but it's not considered an interest party contribution because it's custom in that area and common in that area. Understanding these changes, understanding how this works going forward is so important to your success, but not the doom and gloom of the buyer's agents are going to be struggling. We're not going to get any more leads or referrals. That's not how it's going. VA made a change, conventional. People are going to continue to do business as usual and continue to win. Buyer's agents are here to stay, and they're going to continue to thrive in our market and in the future markets. Third point, interest rates versus blended house rate. So understand what a blended house rate is. Really, what does that house, what do those people in that house pay for their mortgage and all their things across the board? With credit card debt up 50% in the last 3 years, right? With the average interest rate for new credit cards is 24.7%, the highest since 2019. With American debt at 1.1 trillion in credit card debt, right now, which is up 13% per year. The opportunities to understand interest rate on the mortgage versus their blended house rate, understand where that difference is. That's why there's so many cash out refinances. That's why people are still looking at it, because there's a lot of equity in houses that we talked about before here on 3 points. There's a lot of equity in houses, but are they taking advantage? And a lot of people are starting to cash out and save overall money, their blended house rate versus what interest rates are today. So understand what people are paying on a monthly basis, understand what credit card debt is and where it's going to continue to go, and understand how you can help consumers. Talking to your consumers, understand where they're at and helping them, whether even though their rate might be 4 or 5%, maybe a blended rate at 6.5% on a cash out might make more sense than what they're paying with all their credit card debts. Understanding this, having intelligent business conversations, all this stuff matters. Blended rate versus interest rates, that number is changing, and it might be cheaper to go with the interest rates than what their current blended rate is. Thanks for joining me. I'm Ishbia, President and CEO of UWM, and that was 3 points.